Sorry,
Oh,
Oscar.
darling,
Sorry.
I'm aware of how large I've become through my dungarees, but
Same.
lockdown.
We're a lot more comfortable with like head and shoulder.
We are, aren't we? We are.
But we can't because of distancing.
You say we're bitter about COVID or what?
Yeah, literally can't wait.
We're those two YouTubers that are like, you've ruined everything.
Yeah.
The world
They've
ruined
it.
everything.
It's a deliberate attack on Joel and Lia.
That's what COVID was.
Yeah.
They did it so we could make less money.
Yeah, they did it on purpose.
That's what they
so
did.
that Joel and Lia would struggle.
Jeez.
But here we are drinking. I've got coffee in my His Lordship mug.
And I've got tea in my Her Ladyship mug. I think these are fantastic.
These are great,
Cheers,
aren't
darling.
they? Cheers.
COVID.
Clink. But here we are today. Lia's already announced the title. I can't even remember what it is. And this is only coffee. I haven't even got any alcohol in this and I can't even remember the title.
The title of this video is Things Brits Do That Americans Don't.
Oh. Firstly, they don't sit in their garden drinking tea and coffee.
Talking about cultural identities. No, they don't. But we've made a couple of notes here. We're just going to run through them and let's just chat, really.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
That's all we can do right now. We can't get out and about. So let's get yourself a tea or a coffee
Tea.
or an iced tea because Americans
Yeah.
don't tend to do hot tea.
That's what I should have brought for us. First thing, let's kick it off. The first thing that Brits do that Americans don't, that they do very well, is queuing.
Oh, we were just talking about this. We love a queue.
We're just good at it.
We're good at it. That's the thing. I think Brits now don't love a queue because of the whole COVID thing, where we're being forced to queue to get into supermarkets, like probably everywhere in America as well. But we're good at it.
Yeah, we are. I just feel like COVID has made queuing more normal for everyone in the world. But from the beginning, Brits have been like, oh, this.
Oh, this.
Of
We've
course.
got that skill.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's one thing we can do.
Oh, we love it. I wonder if countries like... I know Americans obviously know how to queue, or they call it line, or getting in line.
The line. That's just brought back
Yeah.
memories from when
Do
we
you
were
remember?
away. And I'd be like, are you in the queue? And they'd look at me.
And you're like,
I'd
are
go,
you in line?
Are you in the line? Yeah.
But they call it line, and I know that you know how to do that, but Americans are less like... I've heard that they're more like they crowd, and they just remember where they are in the sequence.
Yes.
Whereas we just get into a queue. So I'm wondering if Americans have the queuing system, or whether you just wait outside and you just remember where you are. Like for men, when you go into a barber shop,
Yeah.
you just remember who was in there before you.
Yeah, and also at a pub, if you can't, obviously you don't queue at the bar when you're like when you're getting served.
Yeah.
So like often the bartender in the UK just remembers like the kind of order of people approaching the bar.
Yeah.
But other than that, it is just standing in a line.
Yeah.
And also, do you remember when we were in CVS and someone sort of nipped in front of me in the line, and I looked at you as if to be like, that couldn't be more un-British, because in the UK we'd be like, oh, after you. No, sorry, after you. You were first. No, you were in front of me. Like, you go first. Like when I was in that CVS somewhere, I think we were in Vegas, and someone just cut in front of me, like you snooze, you lose kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like
first come, first
first
serve.
come, first serve, hon. Back in the queue.
That's the thing, when we're in America, we have to like...
Be savage.
Be savage. We do. Fight fire with fire.
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 Why is that gold?
It's so good. But we're still actually very British when we go to America. We're just like, oh, so sorry.
Yeah, they're like, do you have a CVS loyalty card? We're like, no, darling, we don't have an address.
No, we're from the UK.
Hey, why would we have a
darling.
CVS loyalty card?
And I have been known to tell off a CVS employee for the receipts, which I know is not their fault.
Oh,
but
Joel.
I've just been like, what do you think about this? And they're like, well, lots of people have a problem with it, but it's just the receipt is coupons. And I'm like, yeah, but that's awful.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to speak to a manager.
I'd
No,
actually
I'm just-
rather you spam my inbox with
Yeah.
virtual coupons than print out that much paper.
It's just
It's not
horrendous.
just them. They all
but
do
change
it.
will only happen if you become a Karen.
Right.
I'm joking.
So, guys,
don't be a Karen.
let us take to the streets and protest the length of the CVS receipts. Let us all take our receipts and protest and peace.
Yeah. If you took a CVS receipt and wrapped it around the world, you could do it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Right. The next one is a Sunday roast dinner. It's just been a tradition for so many years in
Yeah.
so many households in the UK that we have basically what you'd say a mini Thanksgiving
Yeah.
every Sunday.
Every
Single Sunday.
Except without turkey, you'd normally have chicken. So, but
That's
apart
it.
from that, it's exactly the same.
That's
you have
it.
all the same little bits like Yorkshire puddings,
Yep.
roast potatoes, green beans, or whatever it is, carrots.
Yorkshire, yeah, you said Yorkshire pudding,
stuffing.
gravy, stuffing. Depends how extra you want to take it.
Yeah.
And as you said, it usually be chicken or beef. Some people do lamb. My
Yeah.
family didn't really do much lamb. But yeah, turkey is just so easy to get wrong because you can so easily make a very dry turkey that tends to be reserved for Christmas.
Definitely. And I think traditionally maybe turkeys were more expensive to buy.
Oh, okay.
And then chickens are just more accessible.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is going to the pub.
So the pub, also known as the public house in the UK. A lot of Americans are very confused by pubs.
Yeah.
And we've tried to explain it a couple of times. We've done a few videos talking about it. But you can't really truly understand a pub until you've been in one, I think.
I think the simplest way to explain it is just to say that a pub is basically type of restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like a restaurant, but I think that's how Americans could relate to it.
It's a restaurant where if you don't want any food, that's fine.
That's fine. You can just sit there and have a drink. So it's
So
like a bar inside a restaurant where some people will be sat having a full 3-course meal, but some people will be sat with their mates having a pint of beer watching the football.
And their kids will be there.
And the kids will be there. And then dog walkers will come through the door with muddy wellies and their dog, and that's completely fine.
That's fine.
It's
Anything
literally
goes in
a
the pub.
public house.
I mean, and there used to be so many more pubs than there are now. Like, pubs are closing down. Pubs are struggling in the UK. Some of them are thriving. But for instance, last weekend, we went to visit our friends in the village of Hambledon, and they were telling us that there's only one pub in that village now, and there used to be 12.
Wow.
12 pubs in that village. And I was like, why were there so many? And it turns out that where they live was one of the main routes between Portsmouth and London. So back in the day, when people are travelling between London and Portsmouth, they'd need somewhere to stay overnight. So 12 pubs. There was a lot of inns, and people needed somewhere to
That's
stay.
the thing, because pubs also, didn't they, used to be like full of rooms?
Yeah, rooms. Oh, not hotel, but an inn.
Yeah.
So there's so much history with pubs as well.
And it's just so good. There's a homely feel.
Yeah.
You can get pubs that are really dingy, and nicer pubs, which we all call Gastro pubs.
Yeah.
And they serve a bit more premium food.
Bit more expensive.
A bit more expensive. Maybe less sports orientated, so you might not get as many football hooligans in there.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
we love pubs.
Yeah. Pubs, I mean, one thing you might relate to, pub crawl, might be similar to like a bar crawl.
Yeah.
So you could get taken to like pub after pub after pub, and you have one drink at each pub. Not that we've ever done it, because we're lightweight.
Yeah,
but
we'd be done after 2 pubs.
Yeah, something to consider if you're in the UK and you're in an area where there's loads of pubs.
Also, we should say pub gardens are a whole nother thing as well. Most pubs will have a pub garden.
Pub garden culture.
But
There's
that's
so
amazing.
much to talk about with that.
Yeah. So a pub during winter, you'd have like a roaring fire and everyone would be inside and it's so cozy.
Cozy,
but then
music.
a pub in summer is completely different. Everyone's in the garden.
Outside, drinking, games, all sorts.
Lovely.
Really good. The next one is all about clothes washing, and it's basically washing our clothes in the kitchen. It's so common for the washing machine to be in the kitchen.
It's just seen as another kitchen appliance, whereas I think in America they put it in a store cupboard, or
they just have more space.
They have more space so they can have a utility room.
Yeah. In fact, I was talking to a builder recently about refurbs, and he was like, 75% of the homes that I refurb now, the washing machine goes in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, sounds about right. Like, it's so common here. And I think that's confusing to
But
some
I didn't even
Americans.
realise that was a thing then. Like, to me, like, I know it's a thing because of this channel and you guys have told us that that's weird, but I wouldn't have known that was a thing. I'd just be like, yeah, where's it supposed to go?
It's just that lots of our houses don't have utility rooms. So we're like, well, where else would you put the washer dryer?
Yeah.
And then the whole other argument is just having a dryer. Like, we've gone
you
on and
need
on and
one?
on about that. What have I written in my notes? Oh, I've written here, just to take it away from UK and US, lots of parts of Europe, you'll notice that the washing machines are kept in like the bath or shower room. Purely, I think, because if there was a leak, then there's a drain underneath. I think that's why. You see it a lot. What happened?
That was a bee.
Right in your ear.
Yeah, right. I'm not even scared of bees or wasps.
But it's
that
when
was
they go
right
really
there.
loud and you're like,
Yeah.
that happens to me. So I was just thinking, when we stayed at our Airbnb in Paris, I remember there was a washing machine in the shower room. I think it is because if there's a leak, then you're near the drain. It makes a lot of sense, really.
Must be.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see that in Greece too.
that was a stupid flat anyway. We didn't have water for 3 days. Me and you stank.
Yes, we
The Airbnb
stank.
did nothing. Airbnb is usually fantastic.
Yeah.
This was the one time that they just failed us. No hot water. Leah stank. I stank. We both stank for 3
Disgusting.
days.
It was so disgusting. And we do so much free promo for Airbnb.
Yeah.
Whenever we stay in Airbnbs, we're like, wow, this one's great. Share the link, share the booking link. sometimes our viewers have stayed at Airbnbs where we've stayed just because we've recommended it, / just because we've stayed there. Odd.
Yeah.
And that one was
No.
horrific.
So that's why we were honest with you guys, like, don't stay in that one.
Yeah.
We stayed in Paris because
Shocking.
it was lovely, but
Yeah.
not for that reason.
Okay, the next one is Boxing Day.
We've done a whole video dedicated to Boxing Day, which we'll try and remember and link up in the cards above my head.
Basically, we have done a video all about Boxing Day. It's in our Vlogmas series of 2019.
18, I think. 18.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Yeah, we basically explained what Boxing Day is. It's pretty much like Christmas Day extended.
Yeah.
Sometimes with a different group of people.
Yeah. Or sometimes you might go shopping even, because Boxing Day sales start on the 26th.
Nothing to do with like having a box, is it?
No. I think the history was employers or something, or rich people used to box up excess presents or toys.
Yeah.
And then on the day after Christmas, give them to the needy. I think that's why it was called Boxing Day. That I've never heard of anyone in our generation doing that.
No, all I know is that everyone takes their clothes back that they don't like.
And return
on
them.
Boxing Day is returns day. Like, get it in the box, return it.
Or return the same item just to get it cheaper in the sale. So the next one is jaywalking. Jaywalking is not a crime in the UK.
It's not a crime. In fact, I didn't even know what it was. I just thought it was crossing the road.
Yeah.
It's just crossing the road to us.
And it's crazy that when we go to America, we're like, oh, if we do that, we could get in trouble with police.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, I've put here, pedestrians have priority.
Yeah.
So that's why most British people won't have a clue what you're on about if you said something like about jaywalking.
No.
They've got, like, I've put here, Londoners have no fear.
Oh yeah, you just step out into the road and hope for the best, which is not ideal. And I have not seen the actual thing happen, but I was working in theatre when a Chinese tourist got hit by a London bus and she went under the bus. Luckily she survived.
You saw that?
They shut down the whole road. It was right outside our theatre. And so I looked outside and I could see her half under the bus. Her daughter was screaming and screaming and screaming. And so you do have to be careful. So that's why I want to tell that story. You can't just walk out into the road.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But Londoners will.
Londoners do. Londoners have this attitude of like, go on, hit me, I dare you.
Yeah.
I'll get a big payout.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Whereas in the States, well, we technically jaywalking when we were crossing over big streets.
I think so.
When we were crossing
We were
over...
literally crossing like motorways.
We crossed motorways in Texas. We'd just be like, oh, the supermarket's over there and we're on this side of the road. Like, we're not going to order an Uber. We'll just cross the road.
Yeah. And we're like running across 3 lanes of traffic.
3 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
Imagine if anyone who had subscribed to our channel was like, is that Joel and Lia jaywalking? That's, to us, that's just crossing the road. But I was looking both sides because obviously in the UK you always just look both sides, and in the US I don't know what side the cars are going to come from, so
who knows?
I always looked the wrong way, and you'd always be like, remember they're coming from
But
there.
that said, I feel like American drivers are a bit more patient.
Really?
I never really hear American drivers beeping and being like, get out of my way, road rage. I feel like road rage is a lot more British prevalent than it is in America. Americans seem to be so chill. They're just like, cross the road.
I got road rage today.
Did you?
Yeah, because when people come and sit right up my bum, in the car, it's because I was hogging the middle lane, basically. I think they just... So I had to move over so they could go past.
Ugh.
But I was already, like, at the maximum speed limit, and I didn't want to break the speed limit because they were bullying me.
Yeah.
So I just started swearing.
I don't understand what getting in a car does to people. They literally, if someone walked in front of you when you're shopping, you'd probably both be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean that, sorry. Whereas if that happens in a car, people get angry.
It's almost like you're in the privacy of your car. You can be horrible.
Yeah.
But you'd never do that to someone's face in a shop if they just cut in front of you.
I know. Someone did that to me the other day. I beeped them and they like swore at me outside their window, and I'm like, but you know you were in the wrong because you literally swerved in front of me.
Yeah.
So why are you getting angry that I beeped you? You should just be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, why are you swearing at me?
I was looking for an apology.
Yeah. Apologise!
Anyway, that's just some things that we Brits do that you guys don't do.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed that. We're going to try and attempt to do the reverse of this video as well.
Yeah, obviously that's a bit more of a, we don't know for sure. So be sure to tune back in and let us know if those things are correct.
Oh, I'm sure we will stand corrected in the comments, Joel.
Oh,
we always do.
Yeah, we always do. We can't do anything right with you guys.
What am I like?
What are you like, guys? Anyway.
All right, if you're a Karen and you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, Karen.
Yeah, go on. This is the channel for you.
Go on, hun.
Let us know everything we've done wrong in the comments below. And all the things we've done right.
Yes.
Most of you guys are lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for pressing the like button. That really helps us out.
And thanks to all the new members.
Yeah.
Plenty
of
new
you.
members. We'll see you soon. We'll see you in
See
the
you
early
later.
release of videos.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.